Hi, we are Chloe and Verity. We are the Maternity Voices Partnership for West Essex. We're passionate about improving the maternity services for women, birthing people and families, and we work together with the Trust with your feedback to improve the services.
Today we're at the Princess Alexandra Hospital to take a tour of the maternity unit, so come with us and we'll show you around.
Hello, I'm Giuseppe. I'm the Director of Midwifery at the Princess Alexandra Hospital here in Harlow. I'm really proud of our maternity service. We care for over 4,000 women, people and families every year, and really look forward to welcoming you to our maternity service. Hi Chloe and Verity. Really good to see you again. Thanks so much for doing the tour for our unit. Really looking forward to it.
Hi Verity and Chloe, I'm Krishni, I'm the lead midwife in Antenatal Clinic in A45. So this is Antenatal Clinic, Chloe and Verity. This is our waiting area. We have our main antenatal clinic reception just here, which is nice signposted, and our maternity ultrasound reception just over at the back there. Okay, so there's just a desk there. Most women, when they first come to clinic, will be for the 12 to 14 week scan. So this is one of our scan rooms, and just where you may have your 12 week or your 20 week scan. Your 12 week will most probably be the first time you visit A45. When you have your initial booking with the community midwife, they'll have a chat with you about your medical history, your previous pregnancies or pregnancy, and if they think that there's anything in there that they feel may need consultant team input. Could be high blood pressure if you've medically, or you have diabetes, or you've had a premature labour. So those are some of the reasons why, or you've had a cesarean section before. So this is one of the consulting rooms that we have here. And here is two of our lead midwives. Jenna is the lead for fetal medicine, and Nick is the lead for antenatal screening and newborn. Our opening time is Monday to Friday, and it's 9 till 4:30, or you can telephone us to ask for any questions that you have.
Hello, come in. Hi. Welcome to MAFU. I'm Lorraine, one of the midwives. We see people here from 22 weeks gestation for a variety of reasons. If you've got reduced fetal movements, abdo pain, any PV spotting, preeclampsia symptoms, any itching, might be referred by the midwife or yourselves. You can refer yourselves or by the GP, and any other concerns you can give us a call and we'll try and talk you through or refer you to the right people.
Hello, my name's Liz Maybe. I'm a midwife in charge of Chamberlain ward. You'll come to this ward usually for induction of labour. That's if you've gone over your dates or there's a clinical need. If we think that there's a possibility you may go into preterm labour, if your baby isn't moving very well, if you've been excessively unwell, then you may be admitted. So while you're here, obviously we aim to make you as comfortable as possible. We realise that it can be a scary time, and for a lot of women, they've never been in hospital before. So this is one of our bays, 4-bedded bay. So usually you're in here for however long it takes you to be induced. Sometimes it can be up to 5 days.
And this is where women would normally be monitored for the duration of their stay?
Yeah, they're monitored usually twice a day, first once in the morning, once in the evening. Sometimes if there's a clinical need, it's more often than that. Or if they're worried, you know, if they say, I'm not feeling my baby move very much, or if there's another reason, then we'll put them back on the monitor for their reassurance and ours as well.
Welcome, my name is Gloria. I'm a labour ward manager and one of the 11 coordinators, and this is where a variety of people come to birth their babies. We have 9 rooms, one that includes a birthing pool, 2 theatres and a 3-bedded recovery bay. So let me show you into one of our rooms, and this is Anna, and she will show you what we do in here. Anna. So this is our labour ward room, which you would come in either following an induction, or if you're coming in spontaneous labour, this is where you will be. So this is the main layout of the room, and then round to the side there we've got the ensuite with shower in each of the rooms. Some of the equipment that you've got in the rooms is the bed, which we can use. We can also push it to the side. I can show you a little bit of that in a moment, and changing the positions on it. We have the resuscitators in all of the rooms on labour ward, and we also have the fetal monitoring equipment in the rooms. The bed goes in a variety of different positions. We have birth stools, and we have the peanut balls and birthing balls for use in all of the rooms as well.
And in terms of supporting upright birth, moving around in labour, things like that, how can you guys and the room help birthing people and women to do that?
Okay, so we can move the bed into lots of different positions for active birth. So it raises right up really tall so that you can lean over on the side, maybe rocking, crouching down, squatting position. You can raise it up quite high. The back comes up really high here, and we can drop the middle of the bed. So either you can climb up, maybe to use on all fours, leaning over the back of the bed, or we can drop the middle of the bed here and move it out of the way, so that in fact you can use the middle area for squatting down and bearing down as well. With regards to fetal monitoring, we're really excited because we've now got the new telemetry units, which means that we've got the wireless transducers that connect electronically so that you can move around the room and you're not necessarily constrained to being next to the monitor. So in terms of freedom of movement or feeling like you're being wrapped up in wires when you're moving around, if you're on all fours on the bed and switching over or something, you're able to do that much more freely. So we've got those now coming in all of the labour ward birthing rooms.
And so this new equipment, is it waterproof? Can it be used in a birthing pool if someone wants to birth in water?
Yeah, absolutely. They're all waterproof. So you can use the telemetry monitoring for the CTG in the birthing pools. Women that are opting to go for vaginal birth after cesarean will be able to use the pool for their labour and birth if they also want to have the continuous electronic fetal monitoring. Yeah.
And here is the pool in one of the labour rooms.
So this is Maitri, she's our labour ward lead obstetric consultant.
Hello. So we got 2 theatres located on labour ward which are used for maternity services solely. So they're available to us for use for elective and emergency surgeries. So around your labour, if any operative intervention becomes necessary, then you would be transferred over to one of these theatres. The midwife looking after you and your birthing partner accompanies you in most circumstances. So when you come in, you would see that the setup of this room is very different to the labour ward room that we already seen. So that's an anaesthetic kit, and the anaesthetic team would be there, making sure that mummy remains comfortable and pain-free during the surgery. Then in the middle, we'll have an obstetric side, so obstetric team like myself, taking care of the surgical side. And over there would be neonatal team and midwife ready to look after your baby.
So after the babies have been born, where do mother and baby go from here?
Yourself, baby and a birth partner would be transferred to the area just across the theatre called as recovery. There you will be closely monitored to make sure that you remain well soon after your surgery. Once you're well, you will be then transferred to the postnatal area with your baby.
Hello. Yeah, I'm Tilly. I'm the ward manager for postnatal ward, Samson. And I've got a first year student who will be showing you, her name is Emma. She'll be showing you around the bay.
Great, thank you.
Hi there. So this is one of our bays. We have 4 beds and 4 cots. Giuseppe has got plans in progress for refurbishment, which will mean that we'll see 3 beds with an ensuite. And also hopefully some more single beds as well. That will help with privacy and just women feeling more comfortable, nicer to care for them. Also with having more single bed bays, that will help when we have requests for women who would like to have their own space.
Yeah. This is our milk kitchen. This is where we have every facilities for the mother. Either it's a breastfeeding or bottle feeding. We do respect those choices. If they are expressing for the babies, we've got a separate room with breast pumps. For those mothers who are planning to formula feed, we got kettles here and we got fridge as well, where they can make their formulas and feed their babies. On a daily basis, the ward works because we have women with complex needs who come into this unit. We see them, we do a postnatal check, they stay longer if need be. We also carry out a neonatal baby check on the babies, and these are done by midwives who are trained with those qualifications and paediatricians as well. Once they leave the ward, the women then are being taken over by the community team.
So my name's Becky, I'm the Birth Centre Manager here at the Princess Alexandra Hospital in Harlow, and we're a co-located midwifery-led unit for women and birthing people who have had a midwifery-led pregnancy. Come on in. So this is Water Lily Room, so one of our 3 birthing rooms, and as you can see we've got the birthing pool here. We can bring in mats, we can remove the beds, we've got the birthing balls, so we do encourage you to be as upright and active as possible. And this is Bluebell. We have got 3 birthing rooms in total, so Water Lily, Daisy, and then our biggest room, Bluebell. And we do encourage you to adopt as many upright positions as possible during your labour, and this room really helps you to facilitate that. We've obviously got our birthing pool here. We've got bean bags, we've got mats, we've got our birthing stool, birthing ball, we've got the active birth couch as well, which can be adapted into lots of different positions, so you could be in a more all-fours position, and we can turn all the lights down, so it's really lovely, sort of a spa-like feel in here. We also have a 6-bedded postnatal ward on the birthing unit. This is for women who may wish to stay for further support or for feeding support after they've given birth. And this is Abby from our infant feeding team.
Hi Abby. Can you run us through what sort of support women who are breastfeeding can expect here on the ward?
So they'll be supported in terms of holding their baby for breastfeeding, so positioning and attachment. And to do that, members of staff will often use a baby doll and a knitted breast to help demonstrate how best to hold a baby for breastfeeding. We also have information on all the cots, so reminders about how to look out for babies' feeding cues, what to expect in terms of wet and dirty nappies, which is a really good indicator of how much milk a baby's getting.
What happens in the unlikely event if baby and mother are separated soon after birth?
So for example, if a baby has to go to the neonatal unit, then we'll support her to express her breast milk, so ideally that's within the first 2 hours after birth.
What support is available to people that are breastfeeding after they leave and go home?
She'll have support from the community midwife team, but she can also come back to see us in clinic. So we run clinics from the birthing unit.
And if a woman or a birthing person decides to formula feed their baby, what kind of information do you give to support them with that?
Yes, so we give out written information on including what infant formula to choose. So babies should only have first infant formula for the first year of life, and after that they can have full fat cow's milk. So we give out information, written information on bottle feeding, on responsive bottle feeding, and how to safely prepare formula and sterilise equipment and that sort of thing. Loving relationships, we know, is what creates optimum brain development in babies. And we also have a really good magazine that we issue to all women who are having their baby in this hospital.
We have a team of really experienced and passionate midwives and maternity care assistants that will be here to support you during your labour, birth and initial postnatal period. Some women may be suitable to be discharged after 6 hours. This will be discussed with your midwife following birth. There are a number of checks that need to be undertaken prior to discharge, such as a postnatal check on yourself, hearing screen on your baby, a newborn infant physical examination, otherwise known as the NIPE, and a discharge discussion. So some babies after birth may need to come to the resuscitator for some extra support, and all babies before discharge will come here for a newborn infant physical examination, otherwise known as the NIPE. This involves a thorough examination of baby checking of the eyes and the reflexes in the eyes, listening to the valves in the heart and doing a thorough heart check. We'll also be checking the testes for boys, and we'll also be checking the hips for any dislocation or dislocatable hips. And we'll undertake a thorough top to toe examination of the baby as well. So if you have a home birth, it can either be undertaken by the community midwives that are trained in the community at your own home, or if there's any need for any paediatric input, or if there's nobody in the community that can do it, you will come into the birth centre or to Sampson Ward for that to be undertaken. But generally it will be undertaken at home after a home birth.
So that's it for the tour of the maternity unit. We hope you found it useful.
If you have any questions, please do get in touch with us. We're the Maternity Voices Partnership for West Essex, and our contact details are on the screen.